Hello guys, how are you? Well, today we're going to investigate about Oracle. Okay, Oracle is I, I like Oracle. So I believe some of you may be working with Oracle, some of you may be using Oracle products, some of you would have heard about Oracle, and some may not like Oracle, but yep, we are looking at investing in a good business. So yes, in my research, my analysis, I categorized Oracle as a good business. So how? Oracle. So like every other research, we start with the easiest one, right? Morningstar.com. Oracle. If you don't know what's a ticker code, just put the name. You automatically will get it, right? So yep, push it out. Oracle. Okay, well, I've done my part of the uh, uh, what we can say, my part of the homework. Means I've analyzed the companies. What I'm doing is I'm making you familiar with how to analyze a company, right? And I've been posting all my reports in the Facebook page, so you can always go there to get the reports. But I would say yes, you can get. But what if I did a mistake? No? So shouldn't it be better if you know how to do it? Okay? So like every other time, I'm not going to explain it again. So guys, we are going to go into the key ratio. We're going to type full key ratio, and then I'm going to leave it open. Meanwhile. Okay, meanwhile, let's see a little bit of the details about the company. Alright, here we go. So, Oracle provides database technology enterprise resource planning or ERP solutions to enterprises around the world. It is founded in 1977, and Oracle pioneered the first commercial SQL-based relationship database management system. Today, Oracle has 430,000 customers in 175 countries, supported by its base of 136,000 employees. Look at how huge is this company. Wow. Okay, that's a big number. I'm wowed with the numbers of the company. Okay, great. So the company is based in Austin. Okay, so here it says Austin, Texas. Okay, I'm going to also state that Austin, Texas. And I have my X means my note taking notepad, and I'll be posting my report in the Facebook page again. So you can find where it's at in the description. Okay, and their fiscal year is May. Guess their year-end report would have been out already. Great. Okay, let's go to the valuation. Right. Meanwhile, we go to the profitability. Where's the data here? Alright, the data is out. Okay, I was surprised that the data went missing. It's okay, we got the data. Look at, can you see something in their earnings per share? it has been growing consistently. Yes, it has been growing consistently, except for here. But yeah, we can investigate what actually happened then, and pretty well, I'm aware what happened during that time. There was a mistake in their filings. Okay, their financial filing. They have declared the revenue um, considering the cloud revenue. So that's bring your own license. So uh, the mismatch here, misinterpretation. Okay, brought into the reflection of revenue. Okay, so it's basically that. So that's why the earnings per share was not reflecting well enough. Okay, great. We are moving to next, which is look at their revenue has been increasing consistently, right? And let's look at their book value. Somehow their book value is reducing. What's happening? So it's something that we have, we can look at it. Maybe they are going into cloud. If you see the dip here that took place, which year was it? When was the EPS dropped? Here. So this year they were extensively moving into cloud. Perhaps they would have let go many of their data centers. Or no, I did not know. But continuously dropping down. So something is happening. And their cash flow, their free cash flow is consistently growing. Okay, let's look at their equity. My God, look at their equity, return on equity. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Their return on equity. It's really crazy. It's so high. And let's look at their debt. How much are they? Look at them. They are borrowing extensively. This is a lot. So something is happening. Well, I was interested in it, so I've done my due diligence. And yeah, we will analyze it later. Okay. So look at their growth. Yeah, it's a growth company. Look at them. They're growing. Right. Okay, we got some data already. And the good part here is these companies, they are earning. I mean, you and me, or whoever who have invested in Oracle, we are earning some good amount of interest. Oh, dividend. Okay, I think that's all I want to look at in terms of financial. Let's look at PE ratio. PE ratio, simply to say price over earnings. Okay. So I'm looking at price over earnings. Okay. So my data slightly different, but more or less okay. So I don't mind using the same data. Look at your price over earnings here. Okay. I would say the lowest is in the range of perhaps 15, 16, the range of this. So we can safely say 15. And the highest would be in the range of about 20, 40. 40 is like extensively high. So I think maybe 20. Okay. Now I have the reason why I'm telling all this, but if you want to know uh, the rationale behind it, maybe one of these, maybe after I have about 100 subscriber, maybe we'll conduct a live class, a short live class in analyzing price over earnings alone. Okay. Otherwise, you can comment in the video or in the Facebook, and I can recommend you some excellent investment training programs that is conducted online. It is not a virtual, not an e-learning. It is just conducted online, but yeah, they are really, really good in terms of the explanation that it does. Okay, so yep, we are done with the financial data. Okay, now I'm going to go into their annual reports. I just want to look at the annual reports. Okay, you can feel free to go beyond, meaning to say you can Google out to see, Google out, Oracle's intangible as Oracle's brand, Oracle's IP, and so on. Okay, but this video I'm going to show you precisely on getting information from the annual report. But there will be a lot of information out there which can strengthen your report, which is how I generate the report in the Facebook pages. Okay, Oracle annual report. So I'm going to click here and go into their investors relation. So there's two different ways of searching here. You can type in the company name, like what I've done here. I've typed in Oracle. Okay, so you can just click Oracle. You can say annual report, or you can type the investors relation. However it is, you can go to the SEC report here, Security Exchange Commission report, that every public listed company would have filed. It means US public listed company would have filed their report there. But I want to go to investors relations. Why? Because we can get more insights. Let me just show you. Okay, this is a site specifically for Oracle's investor or potential investors. So here you can click on the overview. Let's see what's there in the overview. Of course, they show about Oracle and their price, and then a little bit on their earnings and what's happening. So this is to show how efficient is Oracle. They have eliminated almost 45% of their manual accounting. This is a pain in most of the companies. 95% of bank account transactions automatically reconciled. This has simplified their operation cost. 12 days to close a book. Tell this to the big companies. They really want this. It's a pain for the finance people. Closing, especially in quarter close. Quarter 1 closing, quarter 2 closing, quarter 3 and 4, so on. Look at this. This shows that they have cost advantage. Cost advantage. Little I'm seeing that they have cost advantage. They can do things with lesser investment or lesser expenses compared to many other companies that's doing the same thing. So get more profit. So they have something on customer win. So let's see what they have here. So this is to show, how wide is their network. This all, you know, in this, okay, although we are in Oracle simply because they have put in this picture, I would like to uh, emphasize a little bit on how they network effect, how they publicize, how they create brand effect out there. Okay, do you see in this F1 car? This is a four times Formula One champion. Okay, so can you see here Oracle? Can you see here Citrix? Can you see here ESSO? These are companies. Can you see here Mobile? Can you see here big enough Red Bull? Honda? No, all these are brand creation. This is how they create brands. So just going a bit out, alright? Yeah, you see, you can't get this from the pure annual report alone. You can't get that, okay? So I'm going to the SEC filing, right? SEC filing. I'm going to click here annual filing. I just want to look at the annual filing. So it's Form 10K, so I'm going to open it in a separate tab. Maybe we will open the Excel. Yeah, there you go. So I close this, okay? And yeah, we keep this, right? And investors news. Let's see what they have. So this is to show this any merger and acquisition, any news that they have. Okay, so I wanted to look at their events and presentation because it's kind of interesting to see that. Hmm. Right. Maybe. I don't know. No. Okay. Maybe. Let's just look at it. What do they have here? This is speaking about their. We're exploring. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So I'm closing this. Okay. Do they have financial? Let's look at their financial. So let's open their financial full report. I want to also not only see this, but I want to see why do they have 2021 quarter four? You saw that their fiscal year end is May, so definitely for them the quarter four would be after March. Alright, so alright, so this is January. Okay. I mean, I'm looking at some interesting. Alright, let's go in depth into Oracle Corporation. The ticker symbol is ORCL, right? You want to know when is this year? Okay, it's Austin, Texas. And their fiscal year end is May 31st, 2021. Okay, so what we're going to explore is item 1 and 1A. Okay, I'm going to go straight to 1A, part 1. So here what we're going to look at is about Oracle as a business and what they do. They provide products and service which includes application and infrastructure, delivering worldwide you and me, companies, personal users, small users, home users, and so on. So they have on-prem, cloud, and hybrid deployment. As I have shown you the dip and the turnaround, that's where they started going into Oracle. Cloud, it's a customer offering. And yes, infrastructure as a service. What do they mean by infrastructure as a service? Means you don't have to buy a server. They provide you this server, and you can put in what you want to put in. Software as a service is tools like maybe you need a payroll system. They have a payroll system. hosted in cloud in their platform and their infrastructure. So all you have to do is subscribe to their software and use it. So you pay as you use. You pay in a monthly basis. Okay. So yes, what other thing? I do work with them, so I kind of know a little bit about them as a vendor. Of course, when they are trying to sell their product, they will definitely boost the best part of them. So yeah, that's how I get to know about them. So they are extensively into cloud. They are providing hardware, software, infra, you know, and platform as well. You see here, they keep investing huge amount on research. They are really competing with the market leaders out there, like Microsoft, like SAP, uh, like Workday, and so on. But Workday is also another giant. QAD is another giant. So they all are the market leaders, in terms of they are in the quadrant of market leader. If you are to compare as their product, okay, so they are investing. Oracle is investing extensively in their R&D. So this clearly defines that they have lesser uh, risk uh, as far as risk is concerned. Okay, so they keep developing new products. They buy a lot of potential companies. Okay, so they are into autonomous database that uses the learnings, the machine languages, and the artificial informations permuting on its own, right? That is how, if you saw, they managed to reduce, where was it? Where did we saw that? This on earnings. We saw somewhere, right? Alright, under overview. We saw that under overview. Yeah, here. They eliminated 45% of manual accounting. A huge operation cost reduction. So if you're running a business, you know how much it is important. Okay. So likely Oracle business is not impacted by COVID, but you can read about it. How they managed to overcome, and they are heavily into uh, providing health, digital health tracing certificates and all that. They are engaging government and working on it. So I'm not so sure if they have received their tenders. See here. So this shows that they really have a huge network effect, guys. They really have a huge network effect. Okay. And switching costs. Yeah, they do. They do. They have they have 19 over 1,000 enterprises of uh, customers out there. 10,000 over customers, few hundred, 430 over customers. Okay, and guys, Oracle has about 20,000 implementation consultants. If you need to implement Oracle, there are consultants out there. There are about 10,000 over people there to support, specialists to support for you of Oracle. Call it, there's about 40,000 over developer and engineer out there. 5 million members of Oracle customers and developer community. They really have a lot of huge community. It's going to be difficult to switch. Okay, it will be difficult. Well, this is speaking about their product, the application, that analogy. How are they doing it? Like cloud solution, as I spoke just now, SaaS solution. So these are some of their SaaS solutions they are mentioning. See, they are literally covering a lot of crucial areas like performance management, supply chain management, uh, enterprise resource planning, which covers financial and so on, customer experience, meaning to say CRM, human capital management, as well as other smaller areas. They are also catering to small businesses. Okay, and then let's look at their licenses. As I mentioned, their licenses varies from the big customers to smaller customers. Mhm. Speaks about infrastructure as a service, what a solution they are providing in IaaS. And this is one of their forte, the database license. Okay, and then looking at their autonomous license, they are speaking about their specialty, they are creating a special area. So this is where the cost advantage also takes place. Okay, I'll show you how we can analyze cost advantage later. Okay, so you can read. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go back up. So I'm going to just control F. I'm going to find, okay, pioneer. Any word on pioneering? Okay, no, right? Award. So let's see. They have plenty of awards, okay, guys? They have plenty of awards. You can continue reading about it. Stock-based compensation. Because they are listed, right? So they have their own plan as well. See. They're transparent. If you saw there's a lawsuit with HP and they put in what they did and how they mitigated it. Okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, so if you saw, they have customer award. You would have found, okay, partner award, partners award. So, you can just, that's for award patents. So obviously, they have plenty of patents, but if you want to see specifically how many, then you can read further. Okay. Trust me, to my research, they have a number of US foreign related patents. Okay, and we can also see intellectual property, okay, intellectual. See, they even buy IPs. They have IPs, they also buy IPs. Okay. So patent, let me search patents. Well, do they have any numbers like 18,000? Let's search for patents. First, so you can see where they are pioneering. Okay, areas that they're pioneering. All right, so they definitely have intangible asset and they are in the leaders quadrant. All right, so okay, that's one thing. If you saw their labor costs, automatically you can see that they are reducing much. So let's look at margins. You see, so they are working towards it as well, even to lower further their hardware, and so their profit margin has been highest. So guys, this is reflecting that they have cost advantage. Okay, they have cost advantage. Their gross margin is higher compared to their competitors as well. Okay, so for switching costs, personally, this is what I feel in terms of switching costs. Oracle, especially being in an ERP solution centered around relation-based database, meaning to say it's a database, meaning to say like, okay, you take Petronas maybe, okay, we are using Oracle, we implement, and it is being used by 40 over 1,000 employees, okay, and incorporated into every business projects and so on. And we train our support team of consultants in that area. We pay the consultants and we hire them. So do you think that it is easy for me to just say that, okay, I don't want to use Oracle, I'm going to go move into another platform? Do you know how much cost will be incurred in terms of migrating from one platform to another platform? And then to reskill, or all the business users for the downtime, you need to train back the people, you need to hire consultants, you need to conduct assessment, you need to evaluate the risk to the company. There is so many aspects need. And Oracle has a huge consultant base. See, they have consultant across globe, okay? They have consultant all over. Okay, and then the numbers are huge, the numbers are huge. And then they have about, they have a huge customer base out there. Good numbers that I can even tell you, sorry, is in the investors relation. These are some of the numbers that they are showing here, okay? If you go to Oracle page itself, Oracle Corporation, meaning so I'm going to go into Oracle system itself, okay? Here, you're going to learn about Oracle itself. Right. Okay. You can just understand about what Oracle does, how Oracle is behaving in market, Let's look in detail. Industries. Look at they are literally covering almost all industries out there. Okay, and then resources, what do they have? This speaks about, what are the services they're providing, and products. As I mentioned, they have such a huge amount of products out there, and a pool of community, a developer community pool, just like what Apple has done, Microsoft has done. Oracle has a pool of community out there, developer community out there. Okay, so yes, Oracle has network effect, intangible asset. All right, and when we look at risk aspect, they don't that they are mitigating their inflation risk, because the fee is charged by the product is their customers, or the product are charged by the local currency, so you pay by the local currency. Software you are earning. Okay, when it comes to uh R&D, you saw that they are investing huge amount in R&D. People, they have almost 100,000 people, employees across the world, and developer community, consultants, and so on. There's less risk over there. Regulatory, they are, if you can see just now, they are working closely with all the government bodies and all that, to aid the government bodies in the area related to it. So yeah, I would say Oracle has a very low risk. It's a potentially very good company, but how is the price? Is it undervalued, overvalued? Well, I'm not going to show you how I'm getting my pricing, but you can always visit my Facebook page to get the price range. All right. With that, thank you very much, and I hope you learned something today. Bye bye.